Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are not doing any live swatching. It is another nail art video. It has been way too long, and I just really wanted to do a series of videos. Maybe they'll be in a playlist, maybe they won't, of nail arts that we can do regardless of if you're right-handed or left-handed. So I am starting out with Cherry Popsicle from Fair Maiden, and I actually purchased this whole set at PBE the year before. Mango Sorbet, and also a like bright highlighter neon lemon ice. So I basically purchased this whole set at PBE last year for the purpose of doing some water marbling. Now, water marbling has been a vexing nail art, to say the least, for me because I'm not good at it. I tried it one time and I don't know if the water was the wrong temperature or if it was the nail polish or which one of those particulars it was, but it just went awful. The nail polish wouldn't spread. When it did spread, um, it wouldn't drag. So it was just like, oh, it was so awful that first time. So after that first time, I was literally paralyzed by fear and would not water marble again. And I was livid that this was something I couldn't master because it's such a beautiful nail art. And every time anyone else does it, it is stunning. So what you guys are seeing is my first attempt in forever and ever and ever and ever ago. And as you can see, it is going awful. So apparently the nail polish had already kind of dried, and I was hoping to just, swish around and it would all drag in to the pulling tool that came with the set, but it isn't. So I got something else to see if something else would grab it because I didn't have any Q-tips. I know. Why don't I have any Q-tips in my house? I don't know. Probably because my husband has them all for any work that he's doing on computers. So it was just literally a disaster from that very moment. But I was completely and totally determined to get some tries in. Somehow, some way I was going to try it and get it done. And I was trying to get all of the nail polish out because when I poured out the water, I did not want to have nail polish in my white porcelain sink in my bathroom, period. I just did not want it. I didn't know if it was going to be easy to get off or not. And I was not looking for the drama because I'm the one that cleans the bathroom. So I think I finally got most of it all out. And then I was just like, you know what? Paper towel is a thing. Let me try it this way. So I went ahead and did the dots and everything again, and then used a fake nail. So to go ahead and try to dip and get some idea of positioning and what was going on. So that second opportunity that I took didn't go quite as badly. So now I'm on to my third try, which I did get the dabbing, dotting part on camera. So I'd like to talk about a few things that I did learn. I did learn that the nail polish and the water should be the same temperature. So I'm like, okay, that may have been an issue. Also, some nail polishes are too thick, so that could be part of the issue. Some are too thin, that could also be part of the issue. So I'm like, okay, so there's a multitude of things that can go wrong, and I just have to keep trying and get it right once, and then once I've got it right, then I can work from there. So I'm doing it again because I've done two of the nail tips, and so far they looked okay, and I'm okay with that. I am like tapping it, trying to get the water to just drop, sorry, the polish to just drop in there, because I don't want to actually touch the surface with my nail polish brush. So I'm just tapping each time. Usually that makes it just drop very neatly. And I was starting to stress because I didn't see this one really spreading out that much. And that worried me a little bit. So I did also learn that I was dragging way too heavily. So once I realized that I was dragging too heavily, and that might have been part of the problem, I tried to be a little more light-handed, because no one had ever really told me about the pressure. You know, like with stamping, your pressure should be moderate to mild, not too light or you won't pick it up, not too heavy or you also won't pick it up. So there was never really any, how light should this pull stroke be? It should be light. So I'm like, okay, that's something that I learned through here. And I'm on to like my fourth trial of it. I grabbed like 5 nail tips with the little stands from Amazon. I'll try to put those on my storefront because they are excellent for trial and error with a nail art design before you put it on your nails. And that was my goal here, was I wanted to try it out before I put it on my nails, because with swatching and like obligations, things that I've said I'm gonna do and I'm trying to get them done, it seemed like an awful idea to try to, and this was the one, this was the trial that made me ready to try it on my hand. But with all the obligations, I really just don't have time to get it wrong on my nails 4 or 5 times, because now I'm running behind on getting you all swatch videos out. So I wanted to try it without the risk. So minimal risk is using nail tips. And I feel like that also made me a lot more brave and brazen. I'm gonna try this because I got tips, y'all. So I'm doing like what is my first try on my nails, because like at this point I was like, look, I'm awfully tired, and it was like 9 o'clock at night, and I had somewhere I wanted to go the next day. So I was like, look, let me just do what I can do and I'll make it up the rest of the way. So I felt like that one turned out pretty well. And you all know I only do like 2 fingers when I'm doing nail art, because then I only have 2 fingers that I need to redo if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to. Because I used to do full hand nail art, and sometimes I would look back at the hand afterwards and be like, ugh, I don't even like this. It's awful. So now I only do 2 fingers, and that's perfect for me. So I am pulling lightly and brushing off the pulling tip. Yes, I'm wearing washi tape on my finger. Yes, I am. Because I heard that that would cover more surface area and result in me getting less mess on my fingers, because you all know, if you've been watching my channel, how I feel about cleaning up. I hate cleaning up. And I am wearing an alternate design on my other hand, just because if this turned out bad, I was not going to do 2 hands in Watermarble. So I am fairly pleased with how the Watermarble turned out. So now I am literally just cleaning up everything with my raggedy brush. I have brand new cleanup brushes, and it's like, why won't I use them? Because I hoard things, because I don't want to have to buy new ones. So I have since then busted out a new cleanup brush. You all will be happy to hear it. Because the old ones, the bristles are just out there and they're great for larger area cleanups, but for precision, oh my gosh, no, absolutely not. They're horrible for precision. So once they get old. So if you're like me and you just don't want to throw them away, they're fine for cleaning up extra big areas. Like, I don't know how I got nail polish like all over the place. I just, I don't know. I am very messy when it comes to water marbling, and I'm excited to do more. But yeah, I was just like, ugh, gosh. Definitely something you do earlier in the day and not when you're tired, maybe. Maybe that's it. Maybe I was dipping my hand in too much. Maybe I shouldn't have like at all brushed my tip of my finger that had the nail polish up against my skin anywhere at all. So now we're cleaning up around the cuticles. I do see some spots that look patchy, and I am not super okay with it. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? It's not so bad that I can't fix it. So I'm going through the process of cleaning up, and then I will touch up the patchy spots because I felt like at this point, the design was pretty well set. It looked nice. I was very happy with it. And yes, I have sped up this video like 2 times the normal speed. So in all, this took me close to a half hour to do the testing on the tips and then also doing the actual water marbling on my nail and then cleaning up and then doing the touch-ups in the spots that were patchy. So now that I've finished my cleanup process, I'm doing the touch-ups on the patchy spots. So I see that there are some spots where I can still see the white nail polish. So I'm taking a detailing brush and just painting it in with the nail polish. I mean, like, why not? There's nothing that says that I have to leave it patchy if it ended up that way. So I am filling in those spots so that I can have it just the way I like it before I put on any top coat. Because, you know, once I put on top coat, I'm pretty much done. I'm done and I'm not doing anything else. So I saw there was patchiness in my pink, so I'm just filling in those spots as well before I put on the top coat, which I am going to go with glossy, and there will be finishing photos at the end. I am just really, really thankful to you all, anyone who's part of my nail fam, anyone who's been with me during my nail polish and nail art journey. I appreciate you all so much because, like, showing this to my best friend, showing it to my mom, showing it to my aunt, and like my very, very small circle of family, not too many people are going to be impressed because they're going to be like, you could get it done at the salon, or the other comment would be, they're just nails, just polish them. It's not that big of a deal. But there's just something so exciting about when you overcome a nail art fear. So if you all have any particular nail art designs or techniques that scare you and you don't want to try it, but you kind of just think that it's so beautiful, comment those down below. Let's talk about it because water marbling has been one of mine. Stamping was another. And once you overcome it, oh my gosh, it is so worth it. So if you're part of my nail fam, I'm sending out virtual hugs. Thank you for everything. I appreciate you all so much. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hanging out. Usually we do live swatches, but once in a while we do a little nail art. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other.